All right, YouTube, what's good? What's good? My name is Andrew Lindley. I represent the DJ Connect, and today I'm just gonna have like a very quick video. But I'm always getting questions about like how do I organize my music? And I feel like I put out crate videos all of the time. And it always comes down to, do you have like the right music? First of all, I don't know why it's so dark behind me. It's like a beautiful day outside. I got a bunch of lights on. I don't know why it's so dark in here. Long story short, let's get into it. So I had a wedding this weekend, and their music, like, they gave me a lot of music. There's a lot of guys out there who will tell you, like, only ask for 10 tracks, or ask for like 2-3 artists, and then you do the rest of the work. That's your job as a DJ. Like, it's your job to fill the music. And like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's not the DJ's job to take care of the music. It totally is, and it's our job to read the room and stuff. But how can you ever plan an entire night off of like 10 song choices? That's something I do not subscribe to. It's just like, and this is always my opinion. Like, everyone's gonna have their own opinion. Everyone's gonna run their business the way that they run their business. I'm just telling you how I feel and what I do and what works for me. And yesterday I just got a message from my last week wedding, who just, like, the testimonial that I got was absolutely incredible. Just going over and over again, like, this guy is the best DJ in the entire world. I was on the dance floor the entire night. We had this was the greatest party of our entire lives. Blah 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 blah. And then, like, I booked another client last week too, who basically told me the reason that they wanted to even meet me, like, and I met them face to face. Normally, I don't even have to meet a lot of people face to face, but we met up face to face, and they just, like, they said, we wanted to come meet you just to make sure you're a real person, because we saw your reviews, and like, they're not just like a normal review where it's like, oh yeah, they were great, they did a good job, 5 stars. Your reviews are all like, Andrew was the life of the party. This party was the greatest night of our lives, and just like stuff like that. So when you get these like crazy reviews that really are just like absolutely gold, people don't even hesitate to book you. They're just like, this is the guy that I want. I don't want like generic. I don't want this. I don't want that. And if you guys were at my last challenge, you're gonna find out that like there's a giant pie of all of the work in the world. For me, like, I don't do boring weddings. I don't do country weddings. I don't do weddings where people don't dance. I do club style weddings, and that's it. Like, that is my niche. That is my piece of the pie of all of the events that are out there. Like, I don't do second weddings. I don't do third weddings. I do like the first wedding that is like the absolute rager. Like, the one this week is gonna be crazy. I'm bringing out all of my gear, like photo booth uplights, my spotlighting, everything, like the trussing. Everything's coming out, because this guy, like, he didn't even question my pricing. Like, my pricing is probably, for that package, probably 3 times the rate of everyone else in my city. And he didn't even hesitate. He just said, that's the one. That's what I want. I want the club style experience. I want the lighting. They met as an EDM. They met at festivals, at an EDM festival. So they want like an EDM style wedding. So it's going to be crazy. But had I just gone off of that, just went off of like, he wants an EDM wedding, I'm just going to play EDM all night, I assume that them and probably half of their family would want to kill, I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, but I just slipped it out, but they will want to, like, you know, off themselves, because nobody wants to listen to EDM all night. But if I went by that, or I just asked for a couple tracks from them, that's what would happen. So I asked him to, as always, give me as much music as you can. Like, give me every single song that you love. Give me the songs your parents love. Give me this, give me that. They came up with, right now, it's 88 tracks, and it's on Saturday. So in 2 days from now, it's on Saturday, and he said he's still got more to come. Like, he's got more tracks to come. which is fine by me. Like, I don't mind, especially when it's just music like this. Like, worst case, I'll throw it on a Spotify crate or some way to keep it very easy for me. But almost everything that he's given me here, like, I already have, and I know I have it. So it's just me looking through it. I'm playing it on Spotify right now to make sure that, like, I really understand the sound, so that I'm not just gonna see it and say, you know what, I have that song, and not know what that song is. Even, like, I'm sure I know it by name, but I haven't heard it in years. Like, I want to be familiar with this track. I want to know what it sounds like, so that I can even, like, right now what I'm doing is I go through, I hope you can see that, yeah. So I go through the list, right? And I start, this is what I do over here. I start writing in, like, where this should fit in. This is an 80s track. I have a feeling you guys aren't going to be able to read this once it's over, or once I upload it. But if you can see that, basically all I do is I go through each track, I listen to it, I find out, I make sure I know what that song is. I really know what that song is, and then I start, like, kind of building crates out of the music list that they gave me. So, like, up here, the first track that they gave me is a track that I didn't know, right? But it's just this tropical house track. Let me play it here. I'm gonna switch over to here. Okay, everyone can see me. Oh, and you guys will probably be able to read it a little bit better here. So this track up here on their do not playlist is no Don't Stop Believin' and no Sweet Caroline. So for 99% of the DJs, like, that's their go-to party starter tracks. This is on the do not playlist, and it's sometimes this is a track that I will play. Like, I have a sick Avicii mix levels into Don't Stop Believin', so I don't know, maybe I'll slide it in and see what he says. We'll see if he gets pissed off. I'll see what happens. But it all comes down to time and place as well. Like, he probably just doesn't want that because he thinks that it's just going to be cheesy. It's going to be the stupid songs that he hears at every other wedding where it's like, plays the song in full and that's it. But the way I do things is so much different than anyone else does things. Like, I do things my way, and people love me for it. So I don't want to sit here and boast myself up, but all I'm saying is, like, I care so much about their event that, like, I care more about their event than they probably care about their event, to the point where, like, I'm here. I could just, like, show up and play this list and, like, they'll be happy. But no, I'm spending my time, like, writing out, is this an 80s track? Is this a dance track? Is this a dinner track? One here was like a 70s disco track. What am I going to play? When am I going to want to play it? So I go through their tracks right now, and I start to listen to them, and I see what they're like. Let me just turn this on. I hope I don't get hit by YouTube for this, because I'm going to be playing some music. I know that you can't play music, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? I'll get a strike, and I won't do it again. I'll probably do it again, but what are you going to do, right? Where was I at? I was down here at Dan and Shay Tequila. So I think I have, like, a tropical house remix of this, but I just wanted to make sure, like, I wanted to find out what this track was, because it's not a track that I listen to on my normal night, like, day in, day out. I don't listen to Dan and Shay at all, really, but I think that I have, like, this tropical house remix to it too. So I feel like they're gonna love that, because this is the vibe that they're going for, and this is this track that I didn't have. Example of Make Me Feel Better, but I haven't heard this tropical house remix of it. And this is something that, like, I could run, like, a tropical house set for cocktail hour, or for, like, during dinner, because it's nice, it's smooth, it's in the background, it's not, like, overpowering. But this is the stuff that they love this kind of music. They love that house vibe. They love that, like, that chill out stuff. That is something that I could play, like, a set of. And then obviously, like, I feel like the 80s and the 90s tracks, that's the stuff that their parents like. So had I just went off of what I thought they wanted, I probably would have butchered this event, because, like, in reality, I'm not the best like, EDM festival DJ. Like, I don't I play like the big room bangers. I play some house, but I don't play like tropical house. I don't play trance. I don't play any of that other stuff. Like I'm very like singular. I play like regular house, like the hype up stuff, 128 BPM, like the fist pumper, and the EDM, like the face melter rager tracks. That's kind of all I play. That's the lane that I stick in. But they obviously want a little bit more than that. They want deeper than that. So that's where you have to like drill these people. You got to ask your clients, like, what is it that you truly want? If there was something like, if this was the day of your life, which it is the biggest day of their life, how does that look for you? Like, what does that sound like for you? And these are people who obviously care about music. Like, I don't book people who don't care about the music. Like, that's a red flag to me. If during the consultation, they're just like, you know what, play whatever, you're the DJ, we don't really care. That's a big red flag to me, and that's like, that's not somebody that I want to work with. I want to work with the people who really care, who really want to hear like the bangers, and they want to party. Those are the people I want to work with, and that just comes down to who you are as a DJ, what your niche is, and what kind of experience it is that you want to provide. So that comes down to you, and like, we're all different. Every single one of us is different. Figure out what it is that you want and go from there. Let's go. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to this stuff. More fire is coming. I'm just getting started on YouTube. You guys are showing me a lot of love, and I love you for that. I will see you guys later. Let's go.